This is gonna be a little bit of a different video. Regarding the nature of the video, I can't really have a lot of images or videos on screen because I am talking about people who are like oftentimes under 13. I personally don't think people should be posting pictures of their small children on the internet. But getting to it, why are kids acting so much older? Sure, if you've been on the internet for longer than a couple months, you remember the weird trend where like a bunch of fifth graders were buying like skincare and like Stanley cups and all that. This isn't new. This is something that's actually been going on for a long time in different forms, but it has been going on for a long time. Since God only knows when, there have been like people who have decided to dress their kids up in like fancy clothes, and it's not necessarily fancy, but more just grown. In some communities, there has been debate about calling kids too grown for maybe having their hair done a certain way, dressing a certain way, and this is not what that's about. I think that maybe you straighten your kid's hair out. I don't think that that is considered too grown. I think that if your kid wants their hair straightened, you can straighten their hair. There is nothing adultish or grown about having your hair straight or maybe wearing a leather jacket, you know? It's more about when kids are taking after the behavior and mannerisms of people who are maybe say over 16. I mean, if you can look back on the last maybe 6 months, maybe the entire year, have a 2024 recap for me for a second. If you could count the times you've been out in public and think about all the kids who have been maybe 10 or under who've already got like iPhone, I don't even know the most recent iPhone model, but parents are giving their children like the newest iPhone model. They're buying their kids skincare for all their skincare routines that they don't need, and their parents are enabling them and buying them skincare and going, "This is so cute. My kid's got the latest skincare routine she saw on TikTok." If you're 10 years old, you don't need a skincare routine. The only skincare routine a 10-year-old needs is sunscreen and lotion and soap and water. You don't need to be giving your kid like toner and like cleanser and like I don't even know. I don't even have a skincare routine. And like, and I understand maybe sometimes it's in good faith, you know, like, oh, my child wants to start taking care of themselves. That's awesome. I'm going to support that. My child is saying they want a skincare routine. That's great. But sometimes we cannot be enabling this. See also the clothing choices. I'm going to show some pictures because I don't want this video to be completely bare, but I am going to blur out the children's faces because I do not want to show these toddlers' faces in this video, if that's all right with you. I hope it's all right with you. I pray to God it's all right with you. So I personally don't think this is all right. This specific genre of little boy shirts that are like mommy's little heartbreaker. I get all the ladies. I'm not actually sure if there are shirts like that. They're kind of disturbing. It's not. I understand it's supposed to be a humorous little jab, like, ha, my son's so cute, isn't he? But like, maybe I'm taking it too seriously, but I've heard other people complain about this. It just feels kind of like, yeah, my son's gonna grow up to be a serious player. He's gonna get so many girls. He's gonna cheat. There have also been instances of people, specifically mothers, going to places like Target and Walmart and seeing the children's bathing suits, specifically the ones for girls. The children's bathing suits are getting more suggestive? I don't know. I do this a lot. That's so... I've got to get out of that habit before somebody points it out. I've already pointed it out, so you can't do that. You can't tell me what I already know. There are a couple videos on TikTok of mothers going, hey, these bathing suits are weird. Why is there a cut in the chest of the bathing suit? that's not okay for a child. It's kind of sexualizing a child. Or why are they selling like really revealing bikinis for toddlers? It's weird, and we shouldn't be doing that. And I fully agree. And one thing I've noticed in these videos is that the only weird bathing suits are the bathing suits for girls, which I don't know about you, but that's pretty disturbing. There's one video that talks about how these more modern, more recent swimsuits for little girls have cuts in the sides to like show off their hips. I don't know, it's disgusting. They compare these bad bathing suits to the good bathing suits, and there is a clear difference. Yeah, it's all really gross. I'm not understanding why we're doing this. Modern culture has gotten to a point where it's affecting little kids. As an 8-year-old, my biggest insecurity was, oh, what if my shirt's not tucked in right? Or, oh, I have this giant gash on my nose and it's picture day. Like, that's normal for a little elementary schooler to be thinking about. If you're in 5th grade, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're not even in middle school yet, you're in 5th grade, your biggest worry is, am I gonna be able to get all my times tables right? And you're already worrying about skincare and like acne, and even worse if you're being influenced by anti-aging trends and you're already worrying about cortisol face or whatever the hell else. That's a problem. My solution? Don't give your children phones before they need them. My parents gave me a phone once I absolutely needed it. They gave me a phone for the first time when I was in middle school, and they realized that I then needed to communicate with them because I started doing extracurricular activities and having real friends and hanging out with people and like needing to text them during school days. I didn't need to do that in elementary school, and your elementary school age children should not need a phone. I'm not experienced in this. I've never been a parent before. But if what I'm seeing is any insight into parenting and how you should take care of a child, what these people are doing is not okay. Here's a little fun fact. Apparently, and I heard this from word of mouth, so I'm not sure how true this is. Apparently, Australia is banning social media for people who are 16 and under. That's honestly great. I know there are lots of like 13, 14, 12-year-olds who love to scroll TikTok and all that, but I just, year by year, it is increasingly evident that we cannot keep doing this. Social media is like one of the most devastating things when you think about it. People post only the happy parts of their lives. People post, I went to the beach, I went to the fair, I got a boyfriend, all this fun stuff, and they leave out the depressing parts, the parts that nobody wants to hear about, you know? So everyone thinks, wow, her life is so good. Wish I could have a life like hers. The entire time, she's living just like the rest of us. I feel like I went on a tangent. I feel like this entire video was like 4 different topics. Something I wanted to talk about, something that was starting to bother me. So there will still be another video this week. That video will obviously be longer and more elaborate, and there will be more videos on screen. Obviously, I couldn't put that many videos on screen for this one because I don't like showing children's faces on the internet. I think that's a bad idea and we should stop doing that. And please stop posting pictures of your babies freshly born, because now your baby is out there. I'm sorry, I'm really getting off track here. I'm supposed to be ending the video and I'm just talking and talking. Why do you think my channel is called what it is? Why do you think my description is I love to talk? This is what I made the channel for. I never shut up. Also, shout out to the people who have drawn me fan art. You know who you are. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I love all the support I've gotten on these first couple videos, and the quality will continue to improve and things will get better. All right? And one more thing. This is gonna be my setup for a good while, I think. I've got decorations in the back. I've got my plushies up in my net that I totally did not crochet myself. but I feel that it's a lot better than my original setup. And if you want, I'll put the guitar in the back again. If you guys liked seeing it. I mean, I don't really. I suck at playing it. Please don't ask me to play it. I suck. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Goodbye.